Hey guys, welcome back to Lumen Detailing, the YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing an exterior detail on this Lotus Evora GT, which is a super cool car. It's a V6 supercharged, mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, 6-speed manual. The owner let me drive it after the detail, and man, this car is ridiculous. It just feels planted, you're seated low, you can see everything on the road. But yeah, enough about the car. This is going to be the last episode of the Should You Start a Detailing Business mini-series, I guess. Also, Happy New Year. We're almost to 500 subscribers. We didn't quite make it last year, and I think it's, well, I know it's mostly because I don't post as often as I should, and it's just so difficult with everything going on in life, and then trying to find time to make these videos, because it can be time consuming. So whenever I can upload, I do, but I think I'll try to put more videos out this year. So one, I guess, thing that you should have if you're detailing, you gotta have the passion for detailing and cars in general, because you're not always gonna get these Lotus Evoras or Porsche 911s. Sometimes you'll get a Toyota Corolla, but if you have the passion for detailing, you're gonna make that Corolla look as good as it possibly can without cutting any corners. You would detail it like you would your own car, or maybe even a supercar that you don't own or can't afford, or whatever the case may be. You know, the results will speak for itself, and that's one thing that a lot of my previous clients have told me, is they can see the passion when I detail their cars, the way I talk about it with them, and that's what helps them, or that's what helps me help them come back. Repeat business, I guess is what it's called. And really, that's where a lot of my business income comes from, is from repeat customers and recommendations from those customers. But again, this really just depends on you. If you're not a people person, you don't have to be extroverted to start a detailing business. I just happen to be one. If you're introverted, then yeah, I would highly recommend doing those Instagram ads or Facebook ads. I know many detailers in the industry that do that, and it works perfectly fine for them. If you have the income or the budget to do that, then by all means, I think that will generate a lot of newer customers for you. And so another benefit of having your own detailing business is it is very profitable if you know what you're doing. So for example, we'll just break it down by like super simple numbers. If you're washing a car for, let's say, $100, just the exterior, then you can do it in like 30 minutes. You just made $100 in 30 minutes, minus obviously your fuel and your water bill and everything else, like overhead, minus all that. But that's why you wouldn't just charge $100 either, because you gotta take into account your materials, your supplies, and your time. And another cool thing about owning your own detailing business is being able to network within the community and being able to help out the community. So ever since I started my business, I've been able to participate with donations such as like Toys for Tots. I've donated to those anyway, but I think it's cool that because of my side income, I'm able to help even more. So to me, that's really cool. And also getting to know the people that own these cars and their story, why they chose it and how they got it. Like, everything about it is super cool, especially when you see someone just talk about their cherished car. It's like when someone talks about their kid. But to me, it's so cool that these cars have such an energy to them that it makes people excited, makes people want to work harder. For me, for example, that was my whole thing. I want to work hard so I can drive the cars that I love. And also the people that you meet, I just want to get back to that topic. So for example, the guy with well, I don't want to say their name, but yeah, one of the clients I've had is just a normal car, but that's been his dream car forever. And he was like in his 60s, 70s, something like that. And it's so cool that he finally was able to buy the car that he's been wanting for years and years. Or this guy, the guy that owns this Lotus, he rebuilds old typewriters, and they're like 100 years old. So I would probably never meet someone like that if it wasn't for my detailing business. So it's super cool getting to know people and the crazy interests they have, or you know, what they did to get the car, whether it's work 30-40 years or they gambled in options and somehow got lucky and bought their dream car. I know that sounds ultra specific, but yeah, that's me. And I think the biggest pro of starting your own detailing business is you pretty much set your own hours. So whether you want to work from 9 to 12 or 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., that's completely up to you. So that's the coolest thing. The only downside to that is if you want to make a lot of money, then you're going to have to work a lot. Whether it's, 10, 12, 18 hours a day, whatever it is that you need to do to make it happen. And finally, the final tip that I want to share with you guys with starting your own detailing business is, I touched on this on a previous video, but I can't stress enough how important it is, because it's just really important. But the detailing supplies that you choose to use will make a significant impact on your business. Because, for example, this Hydro 2 Light from CarPro, every customer that I've introduced this product to, they love it, and they always tell me how crazy and how effective it is, especially when it rains. Their car is just so clean afterwards. So I've tried other products that said they did the same thing, and yeah, I've gotten flack for it. So I just didn't want that feeling again, and that's why I choose products that I know and trust will work. And in addition to the time benefit of having your own detailing business, when you choose your own hours, is you can really choose your own income. So if you want to make way more money, then you're going to need a lot of volume. And when you're doing that, you're probably going to need a shop. And once you have a shop, you're going to need employees. And that's really what's going to make your business go crazy. But I also know people that just have a shop and they do it themselves still. But what they do is they stick to higher end cars, and they have a PPF. Well, they know how to install PPF, and they have a lot of clients within the dealership network and stuff like that. So they have consistent work coming in for very high end cars, and so that's one way to do it. And I mentioned earlier, you have employees if you choose to go that route. I know a guy that runs a local detailing business. His name is Danny. He runs Phoenix Detailing here in the DMV area. And this guy is such a hard worker. I don't know if I've ever seen him take a day off, but he is killing it. But that's, what I said earlier. You can choose your own income, choose your own hours, choose your own adventure. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this mini series of should you start your own detailing business. I hope I was able to give you some tips and tricks that will hopefully help you succeed. And if you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll try to answer it as fast as I can, or you can shoot me at a DM on Instagram. And I had an email address, but for some reason it stopped working, so I gotta figure that out. If you emailed me recently, my apologies. It just stopped working. Thank you for watching, and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. And if you haven't called your parents yet, make sure you do so. Greet them a Happy New Year. And any friend that you haven't talked to in a while, reach out and just say Happy New Year, and have a good year. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All engine running. Nice to be in orbit.